I sit by the phone, but I have.
Hello, this is Matt from the Narcissist Cookbook, and this is a Jam Mechanics Mini. If you're not already aware, I co-host a songwriting challenge podcast called Jam Mechanics with my friend Bug from Bug Hunter, in which both Bug and I are given a songwriting prompt and have to write, record, and present a song from scratch in about 3 hours. Episodes tend to be about 30 minutes long, but if you want a taster, here's a tightly edited cut of one half of the show, and if you like this, go and find Jam Mechanics wherever you listen to Jam Mechanics.
I've been playing a board game this week called Arkham Horror. It makes me think of you because you always say that your default when you want to write a song about something is Cthulhu, right? You've said this in the past. It's like spooky shit, right? I want you to write a Cthulhu song, but I want this to be just the poppiest shit anyone's ever heard in their life. I want this to be a like 4-chord pop song. I want it to be bright. I want it to be bouncy, but I want it to be Cthulhu.
We're talking Katy Perry.
Yes, we're talking Ariana Grande, maybe a little Olivia Rodrigo. I want this to be like, I'm actually saying like 4-chord song, 1-5-6-4, as poppy as you can make it, but it's Cthulhu based. And we are back.
Let's put on my song and let's see how we feel about it, because it is it is a dumb song.
Oh, I'm excited for it.
Okay,
got it. 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's stay in bed all day. We'll get away from here tomorrow if the monster's alive. What did people ever talk about? The television doesn't work right now. Sit with me beneath the nothing where the stars all used to be before they all went out. They're in the hallway at our door. They're in the walls, they're in the floor. Looks like it's all gonna end right as we begin. Who called this? Son of a bitch. Half-mile tall man looks like a fish. The deep one will swallow us all. He can swallow my balls. Who spoke the summoning right? Who's up for fresh calamari tonight? My ass, more like get deep fried, am I right? Hentai tentacles are gonna kick him right in the genitals. He's gonna be like, this is terrible. I'm gonna be like, you look edible. Elder god from the ocean floor, I bet you wish you could sleep some more. I'm your paralysis demon. Got hooked and you can't stop screaming. In the hallway at our door. They're in the walls, they're in the floor. Looks like their party's gonna end right as it begins. Who called this? Son of a bitch. Half-mile tall man looks like a fish. The deep one will swallow us all. He can swallow my balls. Who spoke the summoning right? Up for fresh calamari tonight. The deep one, eat my ass. More like get deep fried, am I right?
Matt. You jerk.
Just like me, for you to finally say, okay, write a spooky Cthulhu one, and I spent an hour and a half on that first verse, and I am so happy with the melody of that first verse, and I had no idea where to go with it, and I hit the chorus, and I was like, shit, I don't know what to do, and literally all I could think of was just this guy telling Cthulhu to suck in his balls, like... And it's so like I'm happy with it for what it is, but I'm annoyed that I couldn't elaborate on that first verse because I really like the melody of it and the rhyming scheme. And
Okay, well, I love this. This is great. I loved the intro is awesome. So before you kind of went off on your chorus and your bridge, which has a little bit of a different tone than the first verse.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. Would you feel like, because I know I do this all the time. I start writing a song and the first verse always feels a little bit disconnected from the rest of the song because it's when I'm kind of figuring out, is this an intentional disconnection between kind of like vibes, or if you were to go back, would you kind of mess with that intro at all?
So it is one of my favorite jokes is to have a song that starts off that just sounds like a real song and then take it like swerve left so hard that you just like fly off the verge. But it was fully because of the time limit. You know, I was knocking on that chorus's door for so long, couldn't think of anything, and then the first thing I thought of that worked was a joke, and I'm like, okay, we're doing a joke, which tells me that I don't think I would have finished this song at all. I don't think I would have had, if I was just working on my own and being like, oh, I've got this idea for a song, I would have stopped.
Yeah.
Probably after that first verse, I wouldn't even have gotten to the pre-chorus, and I just wouldn't have finished it because I wouldn't have been able to find something that I was happy with.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing. I think you could have gone in either direction with this. That first verse has this kind of just like romance with a backdrop. And then you ripped it in the other direction once you hit the chorus in the funniest way. I love it. The bridge, which starts with hentai tentacles. I was expecting you to sing it, and then when it came out in like this very like Katy Perry bridge talking, I was just floored.
Yeah, we got in the guest rapper. If I'd had literally 30 seconds more time, I would have pitched down my vocals a little bit.
I was not expecting that bridge to be delivered the way that it was, and it was brilliant. I loved it so much.
Can I be honest? Can I big myself up a little bit? I wrote a rap because this is a sort of Katy Perry style song where you're going to have a guest rapper in the middle.
That's what happens.
I'm annoyed. There is one take of me singing "Hentai Tentacles" going to kick him right in the genitals. I wish I kept that because that made me laugh a lot. But I'm actually really pleased with just that little series of bars. I think it is okay.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. It's great. It's so good. I guess I'll ask one final just question about like, is it finished? Or do you have anything to like revisit?
It's finished at the moment. I'm so happy with that first verse. The first verse does that thing that I love when other songwriters do it, and I'm always trying to find a way to do it where the rhyme doesn't come quite when you're expecting it to, and you sort of like it's like there's just something about the way that line is put together that made me very excited to write this song. It just took me an hour and 15 minutes to get there, and then I never went back to it. I think it's the best part of the song, and I never went back to it.
Well, you found a new toy and you picked it up and you ran with it, and sometimes that just happens in a song. So,
you want to hear that first verse again? You're gonna have to listen to the song again. Streaming dollars,
clicks.
baby. Give me that 0.0003.
Those pennies, little tiny pennies.
Fill a sock with pennies and throw it at me on stage.
I sit by the phone, but I haven't heard
Both sides, stomach size and diameter.
And you know the money's for managers.
I know money's for managers.
I sit by the phone, but I haven't heard 2 spots and 10,000 challengers. I know the money's for managers, but goddamn it, art is for amateurs.